medical informatics. Okay, I sit on both sides, that is the medical side as well as the IT side, and I have a small little trust which is called the Ghaswala Vision Foundation. This is what we believe in, this is what we do. Okay, we make a life out of what we give. Okay, and yes, we also do make a living. So the topic for today, some call it sight after life, some call it the miracle of sight, some call it eye donation and sight restoration. Everybody wants to give it a different title. But before I get to the actual topic, there are a couple of things I need to clarify. The Ghaswala Vision Foundation focuses on reversible blindness. Is it? Okay, mobile's off, hands up. Yeah, okay. Is it too loud again? It's fine? Yeah. So the Vision Foundation deals only with reversible blindness, and basically there are two kinds of blindness. One is reversible, the other is non-reversible. When I say non-reversible, you are terminally blind, certified blind, and there's nothing that can be done. In that case, you need to rehabilitate the patient. So we are not into the rehab work, although somewhere there is a line where we have to cross both sides and we have to help out patients who have a chance to see or might be turning blind or whatever. So there is a gray area, but still we focus on reversible blindness. Now when you say reversible blindness, there are lots of categories there. Simplest which you have heard of is cataract. Cataract also is a very large killer. It is one of the largest in our country for blindness, because people don't know they have cataract. We've got 70% population living below the poverty line, very poor education standards. They have no clue that their vision can be restored. Okay, so I'm talking about rural areas, villages, etc. And somewhere in Bombay, people are more aware that there is an issue. Let's go to a doctor, find out, and fix it. So the first thing you need to know is the model of the eye. And the eye as such, the anatomy of the eye, the biology of the eye is very similar to a camera. If you look at the normal eye, it has a lens, it has a shutter, it has a retina or the film. Good old days there were film cameras, now you have digital cameras, but whatever it is, this is the normal eye. And there is one kind of blindness which is called corneal blindness. The covering of the eye, the transparent cover of the eye, which is called the cornea, that leads to corneal blindness. And that is pretty simple to fix. Now, how do you fix that? How do you graft that? That is the whole story. That is the entire journey of what happens when you donate eyes. Okay? So this is a typical case. Do you want the light off? Can you see? This is a typical case of corneal blindness, where you have opacity in one eye and the other eye, it's a clear eye where the cornea has been grafted. Okay? So there are some myths about eye donation. People say they want to donate eye first. First of all, people think the whole eye gets transplanted. You pluck an eye from one donor and you paste it. Okay, copy paste nahi chalta hai. It doesn't work. The second point is a myth is that if you donate eyes, your face gets disfigured, you look horrible, you know, and it's kind of scary. No, nothing like that happens. People who wear glasses, people who have cataracts, people suffering from this, suffering from that, they cannot donate eyes. These are all myths. So let's clear that up first. Cornea transplant is an experimental surgery. Oh, lag gaya to lag gaya, nahi to anyway we'll remain blind. No, it's no longer that. And this is the funniest of them all. Eyes should be removed just before death. Now, how does one really figure that out? Okay, you're not going to tell somebody, okay, right now, 10 minutes later, I'm going to die, so please remove my eyes. It doesn't happen. So this is a funny myth. So these are some of the facts which are exactly the opposite. The cornea, only the cornea, the outermost covering, what you saw in the image, that's the only one that gets transplanted. Anyone can be an eye donor. Whether the cornea can be used or not, whether the eyeball can be used or not, leave it to the professionals. There is an entire segment called eye banking, and there are eye bankers professionally qualified to determine whether that particular cornea or eye will be useful to the recipient. There is no disfigurement. Cataracts, glasses, whatever conditions, please go ahead, donate eyes. And eyes, remember this, eyes can be donated only after death. There is no two ways about it. Okay, and that too after the doctor gives you a death certificate. Now there is a very simple procedure we'll just run through. When you call 1919, it's the national eye donation number, plus you have some local numbers close to the government hospitals and private eye banks where you can call and they will send a team and collect the eyes. So this is the collection kit, and this is a movie for doctors, so I'm going to skip that. I'll take you straight to the eyeball that is removed, and it's placed in a moist chamber because the eyeball tends to get dried up. Once it gets dried up, the tissue gets damaged. So it is put into a moist chamber, okay, and it is transported in igloos. Igloo is nothing but a thermos flask, but this is called a little scientific term and it's an imported thing, so people call it igloos. It's just a thermos which is transported at 4 degrees to the nearest processing center. As soon as possible, as soon as possible. I'll come to that. Just hold your horses till I am through with the presentation, okay, so that I can cover everything. Yeah. This is the sterile hood. It's like a mini OT where you aseptically remove the cornea from the eyeball. So this is done in the eye bank, the processing center. This is your cornea. And this device, all those who have glasses will realize that it's a very common device. Usually you put your chin and you get your eyes examined by the doctor. Here we put the cornea in and we do the entire refraction and different gradings. Check the quality of the cornea, the different layers of the cornea. Cornea has got 5 layers, and the most important layer is the endothelial layer, the innermost layer, which actually imparts vision to the blind. Blind or non-blind, okay, and there's a certain cell count that we do, and this is done using a keratoanalyzer. This is a simple procedure. It is not rocket science. Anyone can understand it. Therefore, we thought let's explain it to people so people know what exactly are we looking at when you are talking of eye donation. Along with the eyes, a little bit of blood is also removed so that you check if the donor who donated the eyes was suffering from hepatitis or HIV or sexually transmitted diseases or any of the other contradictions laid down by the WHO standards. So that make sure that there is no transmittance. Even if there isn't, even the slight element of doubt, we remove it. We do not accept that cornea or eyeball. So there is a blood sample done and therefore some serological tests. This is our medical director at Lilavati performing a grafting surgery under 300% magnification, okay. And what I have for you is a 2-minute, 120-second clip. Fortunately, I was trained in Europe at the 3rd Medical Faculty, Charles University, and this surgery was performed by a European surgeon called Dr. Peter Novak. It's a very elegant and a very sophisticated surgery. If you look at it, it's nothing but a cobbler's job. It's a mochi's job. A mochi, the way he stitches it.